Good evening, everyone. We are waiting for one more minute, then we'll start. So, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all to today's resume building session organized by Training Committee of NIT Rourkela. This session is an essential step in your journey forward. So, I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to guide you through this process. First and foremost, let me take a moment to emphasize the importance of a well-crafted resume. Your resume is often your first point of contact with a prospective employer. It's your first step to securing that dream internship or placement. A well structured resume not only highlights your achievements and skills, but also tells your story in a way that aligns with what recruiters are looking for. As students preparing for your internship and placement season, this session will provide you with the tools to make your resume stand out. My name is Jayesh Nayak. I'm one of the computer science training coordinators, and I'll be hosting this session. I'll hand over the session to our training coordinators who will guide you through the process in greater detail. We have with us Aniket Nayak from Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Ishika Podar from Computer Science and Engineering, Anshuman Acharya from Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Abhishek Rawat from Mechanical Engineering. All of us will guide you through the steps to ensure your resume aligns with our expectations. But before we begin, I would like to reiterate a few things. This session is a crucial step in building a professional career, and I expect that you all will maintain professionalism throughout this session. No, please be ensured that all the unprofessional activities would face severe consequences, and I'll let Anshuman Acharya take over. Over to you, Anshuman.
So, hey guys, I'm Ansumacharya. So, starting the CV building session. So, some of the important points that is to be mentioned, like there is a proper format given to you. Like you must follow that one page, one column format as given by us, and don't fake. Like put correct facts and don't try to fake the interviewer when you're presenting your resume, when you're giving the resume and try to give reverse chronological order, that is put like work experience and achievements in reverse chronological order, like the latest one first and then the next ones, and try to align your resume with the role offered and the requirement of that company. So let me give you that message, take me the message that we have provided. So first of all, go to this overleaf website and click on open as template. So here I have already opened that. Now press open as template. So here as you can see, this is a sample template has been provided. Now go on to the next steps. You will land in the main.txt and replace all the main.txt contents with the drive link we have provided. So open the drive link, and here this one page main.docs has been created for you. Just copy paste all the content and paste it in here. Press on recompile, and this is the resume template for this year. So on to like how you should do the changes, like click on any of this address, like I want to change my name here. So I will select this Alexander Pazamati. I will change it to Ansuman Acharya. Now I will press on, like I have done the changes. Now press on recompile, and as you can see, here is the my name being displayed. You can change your phone number. You can add your email, your LinkedIn profile, your GitHub account. You can also add like more achievements like in websites like Codeforces, rest all things, Kaggles, etc., etc. So coming to the education section, like as I said, like you have to put in all the details in reverse chronological order. So starting with your college, like institute, like National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, put your CGPA, like what you have got, and after that your class 11th and 12th, where you have done, and then your schooling. Coming to the relevant courses, like put your relevant courses. Like what you have done learned till now in the relevant courses section, coursework section, and we will be discussing it further in the PPT, like for which domain, which all relevant courseworks you need to add, like in VLSI what you need to add, in software what you need to add, in core what you need to add, and in analytics also what you need to add. Coming to the work experience section, like do mention here if you have done any work experience, like an intern or any project work, not project work, like proper work experience. Do mention it in here. Any research paper within you, do mention it here, like what all things you have done, and also in the reverse chronological order. um, Suppose you don't have any work experience, completely remove this section, and in project section add 2 to 3 more projects, so that your resume feels like a complete. Coming to the projects, do mention like what the project name, the GitHub link of the project, the tech stack, and what did you how you have done in the project, and what all things you have used to build this project. Like I said earlier, if do not have any work experience and the resume feels like incomplete, do mention 2 to 3 projects, and also mention like how much time it required, like to completely complete this project. Coming to the achievements and certifications, mention your academic excellence awards, if any hackathons you have won, any Coursework titles, any other titles, any achievement that will recognize you as a technical aspect. Do mention it in here, like where, and also mention like in which timeline you have received that. If you have any certificate regarding that achievements, do mention it in here. Put it here as a Google link, drive link, and mention it in here. So coming to the technical skills, like in languages, you mention like you have done C++, Python, C, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and rest all things, and operating system as Windows, Mac OS, Linux, developer tools like VS Code, Sublime Text, any technologies or frameworks like React.js, MongoDB, Node.js, Tailwind CSS. And let's come to this extracurricular activities. In extracurricular activities, mention your like managing skills and more technical skills, like if you are in president, or you have managed something, like managed any events, or that sort of things. Do not mention any hobbies, like you love to play violin, or you love to play some instruments. That is not required. Do mention your technicality, and ensure that this complete resume offers a proper role, offers a this point, like this try to align your resume with the role offered and the requirement of the company. Do not mention any non-technical things, or like mention all the technical stuffs you have done. So going forward, so coming to the software part, I would like Isika to take over this domain.
Okay, hello everyone. So coming to the software part, next slide, please. So coming to the skills that you need to add, it's generally preferable like whatever things you have used in your project, like whatever technologies you have used and whichever languages you put it here. Like if you know C++, Java, JavaScript, you have worked on JavaScript in your project, that you can put, and the technologies you have used in your project, like React, Firebase, MongoDB, whichsoever it may be, and the developer tools that you have used during your project, and whichever like if you do competitive programming, you might be doing it in Sublime or VS Code, so you can put all those things here. Next slide, please. Okay, so coming to the relevant courses, uh, data structures and algorithms comes at very first and is very essential in both your internship and the placements. Then we have object-oriented programming and database management, which is usually asked in your CS fundamental MCQs, and as well as in your interviews. And these three things are very much important for internships uh, and placement both. But operating system and computer network can be skipped for people who are not targeting placements and are targeting internships. And for the this courses can be learned for the CS students, it's there in the course, but for non-CS students, we have also provided you with the resources. You can follow that. You can follow Udemy courses, Coursera. Many resources are available online, and you can learn it from there. Next slide. Okay, so coming to the work experience in projects, it is very much compulsory for the placements to have at least one experience. May it be your internship experience, or you might have done an off-campus opportunity or an on-campus opportunity, or it can be a research internship that you have done under any professor from any IITs or NITs. And then coming to the projects part, it is compulsory to have at least two. It is preferable and also compulsory to have at least two technical projects in your resume. It be hackathon projects that you have done in a group, or the technical club projects like open code, webvies. If you are a part of, then you might have done some projects there, or the self projects. And it's generally preferable that you do a group project, because that also gives interviewer a chance to analyze you on a basis of how you work in a team. So it's generally much more preferable if you follow that. Yes, that's it. Next slide. So for the achievement sections, try to limit your achievements, limited to tech only, and do not include achievements of your school time or past your college time. And you can mention your hackathon wins or prizes or pool prizes that you have ever won. If you are good in academics, then you can put it there, like if you are a top ranker. And you can put your contest ranks that you generally give on Code Forces, Code Chef, and etc. If that is if a decent and a good rank. And next is the profile ranks, like if you're an expert on Code Forces or a specialist, or a good rank on Code Chef. All this can be added to your achievement section. Yes, that's it. Now coming to the VLSI and semiconductor, Anshuman will take over from you.
So coming to the VLSI and semiconductor section. So like the skills you need to add, like languages for general programming are C++, C, Python, MATLAB, and for SDL like Verilog. And tools you need to add in your resume are like Xilinx Vivado, Multisim, Simulink, Proteus. Coming to the relevant courses for the VLSI part are digital and analog electronics, that is a must. Static timing analysis, CMOS, computer organization, etc. That is a good thing to add in your relevant courses. You have done 8085 microprocessor and 8051 microcontroller, network theory, especially RC circuits. You need to add all those in relevant courses. If you have not done these courses and have not completed these courses, this is the time, and you should read all those courses. And all the best for your interviews. For work experience and projects, like for work experience, it is compulsory for placements. Like you should have a work experience, like SIRE for like internship should is a must. experience pertaining to embedded systems, microcontrollers or microprocessors, communications. These are the work experience you should need as a VLSI domain student. So for projects, I need to add, you should do a projects like Arduino based projects and other microprocessor or microcontroller projects, IoT based projects, Verilog based projects, and that's all things. And for the achievement section, you should add like competition wins or any rankings. That is a good competition win, any competition win that includes the projects like VLSI domains and IoT based applications. Any rankings, that is a good kind of a ranking. Any hardware hackathon wins, any LV subsystem rankings in EV building competitions. Gate rank, if applicable. Gate is a must, I should say, like everybody should appear for Gate. Coming to analytics and consultancy, this will be handing over to Abhishek Rawal. So, can you please?
Hello everyone, myself Abhishek, and I'm taking you through the analytics and consulting section. So I feel that most of you know about the analytics and consulting section, and might be intern people don't know about the analytics and consulting section. So I'll first brief about that. So analytics and consulting section are basically two sections: analytics sector, and consulting sector. In analytics sector, you have profile like data analyst, business analyst, in which the profile that are oriented towards data science. And in the consulting section, you have moreover managerial roles like what I can say, business domain analyst and decision associates. These are the files that are offered in the consulting section, majorly to us. Anshuman, next slide, please. So coming to the skill section, the languages you have to know basically are Python, C++, SQL, uh, and these majorly Python and SQL is very important. You have to have a good hold on that. Coming to software and tools, you have to know MS Excel. You have For intern people, they can have basic knowledge of MS Excel, but for placement people sitting in the placements, they have to know advanced MS Excel and MS PowerPoint, Power BI and Tableau, PostgreSQL or MySQL, whichever you are comfortable in, and technology and frameworks like machine learning. Everyone who are sitting for the placements have to have a knowledge about, at least a basic knowledge about all the classical machine learning algorithms, which is compulsory because in many of our interviews, they interview directly ask the whole mathematics part of of the algorithm, and they must have to have a decent knowledge about pandas library. Next slide, please. Coming to the relevant courseworks, you have a deep understanding about statistics, again machine learning, SQL, exploratory data analysis. Coming to exploratory data analysis part, this is one of the most important part for this sector. Everyone has to know what are the features they had to extract, how to play with the data basically, and the case study and guesstimates part. The case studies guesstimate part is the case study and guesstimate part is basically preferred for consulting. In this, you have to study unstructured case studies, structured case studies, and others. Next slide, please. Coming to work experience and projects, for people, majorly for people who are in their second year, they can do their summer interns under professors in IIMs, FMS professor, which are related to data science field or supply chain field or any other in the manager role. But people who are who are going for their placements, they have to just do uh, internships under, maybe if they don't have their internship, they can do internships under IM or FMF profs in specific domains like consulting or any other managerial, and they can also do projects under NITs or any IIT prof in the field of AIML, majorly which are focused toward data science. And the projects you can write in a resume is preferred a one SQL project and a one machine learning project. Others you can do two machine learning projects or an Excel project or an Power BI project. Next slide, please. Okay, for the achievement section, If you have any case study hackathon achievement, like campus beats there of ZS, and L'Oreal Sustainability Challenge. These type of hackathons, if you have any good rank or good rank or any winning prizes of that, you can write in your resume in the achievement section. Uh, huh. If you are also in a top five ranks or top 5% ranks of any hiring challenge, you can also write that. Any hackathon win prizes or anything you can write on that, or or else you have a good profile on Kaggle and websites like Kaggle, like Intervaria, others. So you can write that in your resume. And now for the core part, Aniket Nayak will take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek. Before starting the core part, I would like to encourage all the students present in the live session to pin their doubts in the comment section. This session is not only meant to take your attendance, but clear your doubts regarding CV building. So let's start with the resume building for core part. So first tip is the technical skills. Can you move to the next slide? Yeah. So first up is the technical skills, which are very essential for any resume. So list basic programming languages like C, C++, which are commonly used in softwares, especially that are taught and relevant to your field of study. Now, when you talk about softwares, make sure to include examples that are relevant to your field of study. For instance, take CAD softwares for mechanical branch, thermocell or any metallurgical tool or software, AutoCAD for civil, and many others. So, languages and software tools are a must to include in the technical skills, and it differs according to the department. Additionally, you can include office application design software or any other video editing softwares, anything you have had some experience, but that's an optional for you. Now going to the relevant courses part. So this section is where things are different for different companies, different job descriptions, and different branches. So a tip is you have to strategically arrange the courses that are relevant to the company needs. Start with the one that are most confident in and you are excelling in it. But remember one point: make sure you are not hiding the most relevant course for the job or placing it in the very end. You still need to include that in the top three. Yes, and to make your to make your relevant courses section more stronger, you can add additional courses from trusted platforms like NPTEL, Udemy, Coursera, especially for the courses that are not included in your branch curriculum. This not only fills the courses section, but also adds up some value to your certification section. Now going on to the work experience. Yeah, so I have arranged some work experience according to their impact. So first up is the 8-week industrial internship. It is basically the on-campus or off-campus internship backed by the students. Second up is a research internship. So research internship and projects under NIT IIT professor are not quite different. I will be briefing it in the following slide. Uh, then comes the industrial visit or vocational training, which is the most common and conventional way to gain any work experience. And last is winter internship, which is not very common and done specifically in the month of December during the winter vacation. Going on to the next slide. For research internship, you have two main routes. One is the specific institutional programs like the ones mentioned in the examples. But almost every institution have their internship programs, and you can get the information in the slides and stay updated on the application dates. And other one is the internship under the professors by cold mailing. So cold mailing is a highly effective but very challenging approach to gain internship experience. Make sure you have prepared cold mailing templates because you'll need to have many follow-ups to get a fruitful result. And here I have mentioned some of the tips to grab and research internship. uh, the second tip that I've mentioned, the most important one. Please have a LinkedIn account. If you don't have till now, make it after this session, because it will help to connect with faculty or alumni. Also, many off campus opportunities are present in LinkedIn, and LinkedIn will play a very important role in your professional career. The best time to apply for research internship is from late January to first or last week of March. Then there is one important point: keep your statement of purpose (SOP) and resume updated and tailored to the respective research internship opportunity. Yeah, and last, I already mentioned it. Have a well prepared cold emailing template, because it is a very vigorous and hectic task. Yeah, so go on to the next slide. Um, so coming to the industrial visit or vocational training part, I have listed some of the companies, some of the industries that provide it. But almost every industries provide a vocational training in the summer vacation. Yeah, and some industries like Cell RSP, Pardi Phosphate come to our institution itself, visits it, and select student for the vocational training. And the main part that you should consider while having an industrial visit is to grab and project out of it, because in many vocational training they just let you roam around every sections in the plant and just complete the industrial visit. You should have a project out of it, so it will have a more impact on your work experience. Then the most important question: uh, what if you don't have any core internship or projects? So I have listed three main categories of what you can do if you don't have any experience in this thing. So first is approach your faculty from your branch or any other branch, and request to collaborate on a research project on the field that you're most interested about, or join any technical clubs, and have the technical projects or innovative projects. I've listed some clubs names like Cyborg, SAE, Tiburan, Udan, AICH, etc. And the last option is to do in the independent or self projects. But remember one thing: it should align with a branch and industry needs. For example, you can develop a simulation of an industrial process in MATLAB or ANSYS. Like, it is an example, but you can do it. But it is the last option you should opt for. And I want to clarify about one thing: for the coming internship batch, the ones who have completed their first semester in second year, it is okay if you don't have any experience or anything in your work experience. But in the coming summer, you must go opt for a research internship or vocational training to add some value to your work experience. And for the coming placement batch, I am guessing you have done something for your work experience. If you have not done already, there in the coming summer vacation, you should have a research internship, or collaborate with your faculty of a branch to have something in a work experience, because there is sire thing in the sixth semester itself. So you have to have a 8 week industrial experience. So that's it from my end. And about the qualification, there's already in every sectors, they have mentioned what achievements you should mention in your CV. For the core sector, it is more or less same only. You can include some of the competition rankings or rankings in the competitive platforms like Unstop. You can mention about the conferences or workshops you have attended, and etc. So that's it for the core sector CV building. uh, I guess it is the end for. And now we will see on the questions that you have posted in the comment section. I am hoping that you have posted many questions. Yeah, Jess, if there are any questions, yeah. Where should I prepare as so I guess I will be taking this question. So mainly depends on the branch only, but you should mainly start your preparation from the second year last or third year, from the starting of third year, because you must give an early attempt on in third year to get a brief knowledge on what type of questions are being asked in the gate. So it is desirable for you to start your preparation from the third year itself. Yeah, I guess this will. Well, till when we have time to. Anyone wants to take this question? Ansuman?
Uh, and that is plenty of time for you to complete your projects. Like for intern, your company will be starting from like first will maybe Barclays will come. So till March, you should have proper projects like 2 to 3. But I would suggest you that don't wait for that time, that much time. Complete all the projects. If in meantime, like in January, February, you should have like till now also you should have some 1 or 2 projects. You can add it in your resume for now, but you should work on like how to improving your projects, like a good projects that requires good technical stacks. That's all things. So don't wait for the time when companies start to visit. Prepare your projects on the go on the till this semester, and all the best. As of now, I don't have all the skills which was mentioned in the PDF that is required in the resume. So what should I do? You start learning all the skills, like skills in sense like technical skills or courseworks, like technical skills on projects and that sort of things. Like for if you are telling about courses, then you start studying for that courses. Start like in YouTube. In many sessions are there. You can go for that sessions and you can learn those courses. And for technical skills also like C, C++, languages, all sort of things, React.js, JavaScripts. You start preparing for them. Start building projects, and I would suggest you start building projects on the go, like when we are learning with it, like while you are learning HTML CSS for web development. I'm saying when you are learning HTML CSS, build the projects so you will learn better when doing those projects.
Aniket, I think this question is for you.
Yep.
So what companies invite us or how do you know about it? So basically, companies doesn't invite us for industrial visit. We have to apply for it in their portal itself. If I take the example of Cell RSP, you can apply it through an employee referral, or it visits our campus in the last semester of the third year to take some eligible students to pursue an industrial visit, or do an industrial project in the plant itself. And you should be knowing it from that website of the industrial website only. There will be no specific announcement in their LinkedIn or anywhere else. You should regularly visit there. And basically, this portal is opened from the January itself. From January or February month, you will be seeing the opening of this industrial or vocational training portal. So you must be updated and regularly visit during that time to know when it is opening and accordingly apply in it. Yeah, I guess that. Jira.
Anshuman, can you take this?
I would suggest Abhishek will give a better answer for this one.
Yeah, I feel it's completely okay if if you're going for your internship session. It's completely okay. You don't have any achievement section. For that, you can just remove the whole intern achievement section, but try to add some achievements like any conference visit, uh, any hackathon rank, or anything. But if you are going for your placements, at least have 2 or 3 achievements. Likewise, if you or you can just try to gain that, and that's it. But if you don't have, please just remove it. And right now we should go with current what is this is the CV template we would be using for our placements, and right now we should go with current. No, the template that we have provided you now, you have to use that template only. No other template is allowed in our
Like
for
he's
any on.
mentioning about the current internship season. So you must be you edit it and apply it in a coming placement or internship season. In the current internship season, you must follow the template that was earlier. You edit it accordingly, the template that I provided you, and follow it and apply it in your upcoming placement or internship season. So that
Oh,
was his question. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
As I have already mentioned, you must approach the professor first, have a particular research topic or your interested field of study. Accordingly, talk with the professor. The professor will then have you read some books, read some articles about it, and it is a constant follow up thing. You have to visit the professor regularly to know how much you have done. You have how much you have done the reading part. Then accordingly, you will get the project and they will work on it. So for that, you have to first visit the professor only. Yeah. And
Ishika.
someone will take it.
Okay, I will take this. Like, what level of software projects are good enough for interns? I would suggest a good web development project in where all the like front end and back end has been included from starting from HTML, CSS to um, database like MongoDB and deploying it completely. So these kind of projects are a good start for interns. Um, like if you are if you have done one at least one of this project, it is a good start, and the rest 2 3 projects you can do as like only till JavaScript and that sort of things. But I would highly recommend that if you include both front end and back end, it will be a very good initiative for your resume.
Anshuman, one more question towards you.
Okay, for students not of CS branch applying in software, which relevant coursework should we add? For we have mentioned in the PPT itself, the relevant coursework for software, you need to add those things only. Like you cannot add like I am from EC, so but I'm majorly in I'm more focused towards software. So for this, I can answer it properly. Like you need to add those like data structures and algorithms, that OOPS, computer structure and organization, that all things. But you should not add like a core subjects like proper digital and digital analytics and digital and analog electronics. That's that thing. We have mentioned in the PPT itself, like for which domain, which all coursework you need to add. If you have not prepared for this, you have not studied those courseworks, do study it now. You have the time. Like it's you have the time, you can do it, and that's it.
Okay, I'll take this question. So, Spandan, in the courses section, you can also add courses that you have taken up independently, not the courses that are done in the college. So you can put data like considering the software sector, you can put data structures and algorithms if you have done a course, and OOPS, database management systems, operating systems. So it's not limited to your to your coursework. It can also include online courses and PTL courses, YouTube videos. It just basically demonstrates that those are the topics that you have a good idea on. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. Abhishek, Aniket, would you like to answer that?
Yeah, you can definitely add it in your project section in your CV. It will be worth of an technical experience. Yeah.
Yeah, for AML, can we include TensorFlow? Yeah, sure. You can include TensorFlow and PyTorch in technical skills. If you know पूरा अगर समझते हो तो you can add.
Yes, yes, you can add you can add skills of AI/ML domain. I have done in WebD, so I am more focused towards the WebD. That's why I said all those HTML, CSS stuffs. But you can add all the skills like AI/ML domain, in for AI domain, for software that are more focused on web dev. But I would suggest, like if the company is more focused towards HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, you should and giving those technical skills will be more preferable rather than giving AI/ML like Python, that sort of things. But if the company is dealing with both WebD and AIML projects, AIML roles, then do mention it, and it is a good thing. Like it is a trend now. Like everybody is doing AIML, and most of the roles are coming for AIML too. So it yeah, we can add AIML domain skills.
If you know it, you can add it. Like whatever we have mentioned in the PDF, that's not complete compulsory for you. You know, like we have certain benchmark that you must have these skills, but additionally like if additionally you know more skills than that, you must add it in your CV. But you should know, have a good experience and good knowledge about it, because if the interview will ask you about it, you should have an answer toward it. So upon why you added it, and other things, yeah.
All right, we'll take a couple of more questions. So, what are the perfect projects for a mechanical engineering student like in software, like
Abhishek can
SolidWorks?
answer it because he's from
Yeah,
mechanical
Abhishek
science, yeah.
can answer.
Yeah, so for mechanical engineering, specifically for mechanical engineering students, like in software, you must have the projects. Like as Anshuman said, if you are in web development, you should have a project for backend and front end. If you are from an AI/ML background, you should have an ML project or a deep learning project. And like for SolidWorks and other softwares, for you are if you are specifically going for core sector, if you have a project for SolidWorks and other software like ANSYS and other stuffs, if you have projects that were mentioned by us in our drive pool, you can take a reference from that, like the architectures uh, and design simulations. If you have that type of projects, you can go for that.
Ishika, you should answer it.
Okay, so do we need one project for every field of software development? No, it's not necessary. Like it's totally dependent upon your interest. Like whichever interest you more, maybe AIML or web development or anything like app development, any of the field. Just it's totally dependent upon our interest, and you can make a good project in that.
All right, so we have reached the end of the session. And if you have any more queries, please feel free to reach out to your respective training coordinators. Also, a quick reminder that you have your first evaluation test tomorrow scheduled from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's the test window. However, we would suggest that please take the test as soon as possible because we will not be responsible for any technical glitches if you fail to do it within the time frame. So coming to this, thank you so much for joining today, and we will soon be taking your resumes. So please uh, start preparing it and follow the instructions that are clearly mentioned in the message as well as in today's session. And I hope you all really benefited from today's session. Thank you so much, everyone.